Broadcasting from Slough. Streaming around the world.
This is Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
The podcast.
Atom Radio. Oh, yeah. Playing the music you want to hear.
The podcast.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Hello, episode 138 of the Atom Radio Best Bits of Breakfast podcast. This is Mark Denholm from Breakfast, Monday to Friday, 6 until 10. Thank you so much for checking out the show if you have, and indeed also for checking out the podcast right now. Don't forget you can subscribe to this absolute nonsense and get it notified up in your favourite podcast app when there is a new episode every Saturday. If you would like to do that, then you can find all the details on markdenholm.com. On the way this week, we have NAF accolades. We have an amazing story about Amazon's waste. Bad luck as well. Missing free Wi-Fi on the underground. Wrongful dismissal wrongfully overturned. And a wrongful dismissal which has not been overturned. Plus, we also have being recognised. All that and more in this week's Best Bits. It's episode 138. You know what to do. Settle back, get ready, and here it comes.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
I want to talk to you today, and this is kind of inspired by Friday. Friday, I asked you about the most outrageous thing on your CV. And I realised by 9 o'clock that my CV is in comparison quite boring because there's nothing outrageous on it. And I was just thinking, like, what could I put on there? And I'm not really happy, if I'm honest, about lying on my CV. So today, I'm going to extend what we spoke about on Friday somewhat, because I thought back in 2002, I won the accolade of a website that I designed, being the BBC Berkshire website of the week. And thinking about it now, I mean, by modern standards, it wasn't great, but we are talking 19 years ago, so I'll take that one. But my question to you today, therefore, is what is the naffest accolade you have ever picked up? You know, like, I'm not, you know, sorry, BBC Berkshire, but that's the question. I'm saying that website of the week on BBC Berkshire was a fairly naff accolade, and it's not going on the CV. What, therefore, today is the naffest accolade that you have ever picked up?
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
Morning, Katie. Katie says, not an award that I ever won, but speaking of naff accolades, do you remember the Smash Hits polls? Yeah, I do. The Smash Hits Awards. I do remember those. For those that don't know, Smash Hits was like a teen magazine way back. Is it still going? Hang on. Is it still going? Smash Hits. No, it was a British magazine, ceased publication in 2006, but they did have the Smash Hits polls, didn't they? And the Smash Hits winners' parties and all that. I do remember that as well. That was, I guess, a fairly naff accolade. Like, not that Katie's ever won it, but yeah. We're looking to you, though. The most naff accolade that you have ever won. On air at atomradio.co.uk is my email address.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
Back to the tunes with Tom Jones and the Cardigans in a moment. I'll do you burning down the house. First, though, we are asking you today about the naffest accolades that you've ever won. This is because in 2002, I did win the accolade of being BBC Berkshire's website of the week, a website that I had designed. You know, I still need to do this, one of these internet time machine things, don't I, and see whether I can do it. Hang on, let's have a look here and see whether I can do this. Sorry, I was going to get to your emails, but I will in a moment. Let's have a look. Wayback Machine, archive.org, and let's have a look. Hold on. Right, what have we got? This is not very fast, is it? 2002. Let's have a little look, shall we? January 19th of 2002. I don't know whether it was then. It may have been slightly later in the year. Let's have a look. Snapshot from 2002. Let's have a look. Oh, my word. I'm looking at this now, and I won the Website of the Week award with this, and it's embarrassing. It really is quite embarrassing. Oh dear.
Mark Denholm.
Atom Radio on a Tuesday morning, 6 to 7. Have you watched Clarkson's Farm yet? I've not watched it. Big fan of Jeremy Clarkson. But I have to say, I've not watched Clarkson's Farm yet. Apparently, the real star of the show is the despairing farm hand. Never read a book or left his Cotswold town, and he wins 80,000 fans after clashing with the difficult star who never listens. I can probably believe that, if I'm honest. Fans, however, of Jeremy Clarkson cause chaos in the Cotswolds, 3-hour traffic jams after hundreds descend on the diddly squat farm shop after the success of the TV show. Do you know what? Like, if I ate fresh foods and stuff like that, I think I'd probably go there just to say that I had been there. I would.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
Today, I want to talk about Amazon. It's Prime Day, Day 2 today. That's not the important thing. The important thing here is news comes out yesterday that Amazon is destroying millions of items of unsold stock every year, including brand new, unused, unopened smart TVs and laptops, drones, hair dryers, headphones, and books. An ex-employee has alleged that staff had a target to generally destroy 130,000 items a week. Dyson fans, MacBooks, iPads, COVID face masks as well, still in their wrappers. All these things are destroyed one way or another by Amazon, according to this investigation, which the unnamed former employee is taken to ITV, and they have then found that this is going on. They're either unsold brand new items or customer returns, and then they end up in a destruction zone. They could almost all have been redistributed to charities or to those in need. On air at atomradio.co.uk, I ask you today if you could have one of the 130,000 items thrown out from just this one of 24 UK distribution centres. These figures are just 130,000 items a week from just one of 24 distribution centres in the UK. If you could have any item absolutely free from there that's likely to be thrown out, given we now know it includes TVs and computers and vacuums and fans and drones and hair dryers and books, what would your item be?
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
7:17 morning. Welcome to Tuesday. This is Mark Denholm at breakfast. And morning to you, by the way, if you are the cricketer who had momentary joy hitting a six before then realising it had broken the window of his own car. And you know what I've noticed from this as well? The quality of streaming of the local games now is amazing. This guy's hit a six, and to be fair, it looks a fairly naff shot. Must be a very small boundary. Cleared the boundary, and if you watch the video with the sound on, you hear the smash, then he realises it's his own car. Oh no, there's a bit of bad luck.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
6 to 8, Tuesday morning, Mark Denholm, Atom Radio, loud, proud, and standing out from the crowd, asking you today if you could have one of these Amazon items that they apparently send to a destroy list and then off they go. What would you have? Morning, Jim, I love your style. I'd ask for a barbecue. It's like Christmas, isn't it? Dear Amazon, please can I have a barbecue? I've been a good boy. Jim, good luck getting your barbecue, and if you do get one and you are local to Slough, I'll look forward to my invite.
Mark Denholm.
Streaming from Slough, playing the music you want to hear. This is Mark Denholm at breakfast on a Wednesday morning. Are you a workaholic or a thrill seeker? Scientists say it may depend on when you wake up in the morning. Morning larks are more self-disciplined, but night owls chase excitement. Now, I'm not someone that can fall asleep early, so I've never, ever, ever gone to bed early, even now when I get up at 5 to be doing this. Therefore, I'm both. What does that mean? Does that mean I am self-disciplined, which I'm not really, if I'm honest? Does it mean, however, that I chase excitement? I reckon I do a bit of both and master of neither.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
So it's kind of snuck out then, and that's what we're talking about this morning, that Vodafone have ceased their free Wi-Fi on the internet. No announcement, it's just stopped, it would appear. And then it's come to light when certain customers have taken to Twitter and asked Vodafone where it is. One has tweeted asking where is the Wi-Fi, thinking it was a technical error. Why can't I get online? To which Vodafone replied, "Hi, we aren't continuing with our Wi-Fi service on the London Underground. Other than the 4G on the Jubilee line between North Greenwich and Westminster, we continue to invest in our network across London with coverage improvements at Charing Cross, London Bridge, Waterloo." That's what Vodafone said there. Other people have then said, hold on, what's going on? Why can't we get our internet anymore on the London Underground? Now, I've not been on the London Underground for a while, and I do remember there was a stage where I know Virgin Media customers could get access to the Wi-Fi for free, signing in with your Virgin Media username. I don't know whether that's still the case or not, but then I don't use the London Underground that often anyway, so therefore I wouldn't miss it. But today I ask what it is that you will miss most if you go back to using the tube and you find you can no longer get online. Second email today, my favourite of the day so far, but we'll start with Tom. Tom says, "I do like to listen to my podcasts in the morning on the way on the tube. Sets me up for a day at work, listening to my podcasts on my tube journey. I arrive at work and I'm good and I'm ready to go." All right, on your own there, Tom, on your own, because I am preferring Chrissy's email. Chrissy says, "When I go back to work, are you saying I won't be able to listen to you on the London Underground? That would be very, very bad. I'll have to figure a way to go by bus instead." Now, you see, that's the kind of loyalty we like on this show. I'll have to figure a way to go by bus instead. That's the kind of loyalty that we like. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And if you could give up your podcast for listening to me, then you'd also arrive at work in a good state and ready to go.
Mark Denholm.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Morning, welcome to Thursday. This is Mark Denholm at Breakfast on Atom Radio. Slightly curious this, a receptionist working for the NHS was handed £56,000 after being found to be wrongfully dismissed. Why was she dismissed? Well, she's an NHS receptionist. She was dismissed for being afraid of patients. What the hell are you doing as an NHS receptionist if you're afraid of patients?
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Atom Radio.
Atom Radio, morning. Welcome to Thursday, couple of minutes to 7. Do you know, I got recognised yesterday. Doesn't happen often, got recognised yesterday. Somebody came up to me and said, "Excuse me, aren't you Mark?" And I thought, yeah, look at that, fame at last. And they said, "Oh, I used to love listening to you on time. Such a shame you're not on the radio anymore." Hold on. Don't worry, I corrected them.
Mark Denholm.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
Hello, 6:15 Friday, Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. Told you yesterday about the former NHS receptionist awarded over 56 grand, unfair dismissal. She got a job as a receptionist, patient-facing, and then announced that she was scared of the patients and eventually got let go. She got 56 grand. Morning, Heidi Henders. Heidi Henders was a waitress on minimum wage. She was sacked after telling her boss that she couldn't afford new shoes as part of a uniform. She joined. She got no contract, no handbook, no nothing. She was told that simply black shoes were all that was needed. She was then called in and told she needed more formal footwear than the black pumps she was wearing, said she couldn't afford this, and then got sacked. So that's very different, isn't it? A woman takes a job she has no intention of doing and gets 56 grand. This poor lady gets done over for her shoes.
Mark Denholm on Atom Radio.
Nearly 6:26 morning. Welcome to Friday. You know, today's high of 22 always makes me think of Benny Hill and the Ernie song, "She Lived All Alone in Lily Lane" at number 22. Always makes me think of that. And I just have to check myself from saying 22 as the high today, because then anybody who's listening in the West Country is going to think, "Oi, he's taking the mickey out of us," and I'm really not. I'm trying my best not to.
AtomRadio.co.uk.
I would like to talk briefly about those two wrongful dismissals, right? 56 grand to a lady who applied for and got a job as a receptionist. Receptionist would mean that you would be facing patients within the NHS. She then decides to announce that she has public phobia. Of course she is not fit for the job. The NHS eventually let her go after 2 long periods of leave. She's let go. 56 grand is given to her. That 56 grand, which was given to her when the courts found she was wrongfully dismissed, could very well have gone to treat patients. 56 grand of NHS money wasted on a lady who applied for a job that she knew she could never do. That made me angry. And then you've got this lady on minimum wage just trying to make some money, gets told like just black shoes will do, then gets fired because she's told, wait a minute, I was told black shoes will do, I only earn minimum wage and I can't really afford to buy another pair of shoes. This really, really annoys me. It's not fair by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't want to get on a rant. That will do for episode 138.
Atom Radio. Ooh, yeah. Playing the music you want to hear.
Live Monday to Friday, 6 until 10 on atomradio.co.uk. Tune in, Radio Box, Streamer, Smart Speaker and iTunes Radio. If you can tune in live, I'd love it if you could. If not, podcast next week.
Atom Radio.